is my FJR 1300, and it's a big, burly, swirly, sweet mama unit of a motorcycle. And with all this heft and a throttle that can shoot me past 60 miles an hour in 2.7 seconds, I've been realizing a slight issue.
Here's the deal. I found myself being too serious and locked in when I'm out on this freaking behemoth. Am I complaining? No, maybe. I don't know, but I adore this bike. What I don't love is that I've been losing my whimsy and wonder and just most important of all, my silliness. It makes sense. I went from being a brand new, fresh off the parking lot rider, barely holding on to my 250 as I crept past 35 miles per hour, to not even blinking like a straight up psychopath at a timid highway cruise at 80 plus. I mean, the differential, the delta, crazy. I'm using big words. And it's not that I'm sedated or not having a great time, it's just become normal.
So jumping from that 250 to this, I went from something that I didn't really have to respect to something I've been really good about respecting. Even with the 250, I didn't respect that, and then I ate it. But this I've been very conscious of that. And especially, I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago, there was a lot of snow and things like that. And also I had a mishap with the oil pan. Really make sure you look at your torque specs, folks. That was really horrible to deal with, but I'm an idiot and you're not, so cool. But for whatever reason, I was off the bike for maybe 3 weeks or something like that. Maybe 2.5, I don't really know. It was an amount of time. And when I got back on and I started riding around, everything felt so horrifically fast. I just didn't know. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of scary. And it is. And you get used to it because you're like, oh, this is fine. It's not fine. You're going fast. And readapting to that was cool.
This is not a normal thing that we do, or maybe a normal thing that you want to get into. Pulling back and looking at it while I've been out of the proverbial saddle really reminded me of how dynamic this is. The world is just rushing past and you have to deal with it. It felt similar to the start of riding where there were so many inputs and I didn't know which one to prioritize. Granted, this went away very, very quickly, thank God. That would have been so miserable if it stayed like that forever. Could you imagine if you just had to relearn it all again? Anyways, but it was a cool insight to glean and not something I thought I'd feel again, that confusion.
This motorcycle cop. There's a motorcycle cop here, and she's just been stopping everyone. It's kind of crazy. I've seen her stop 3 people already. So anyways, getting away from the power that this makes and the fact that you have to respect the speed component of it, I feel like lately, and I don't know if this is just because it's been kind of similar roads, kind of similar deals, commuting and things like that. I used to dance a lot more on this, which I know could be very embarrassing and probably is, and I probably shouldn't share, but I've done it a lot, and I like it when I'm at a light and I can just bop around and there's just joy. You're happy to be on the bike. You're happy to be out in the world. It's like not a small thing and it's cool. And I haven't been doing that as much and I want to get back to it. And it sounds dumb to just be like, force yourself to dance. Like it's, like a 90s movie where I'm going to save a town through dance. But I think it's important and I'm going to put more effort into it.
Okay, I realized that Dirty Dancing isn't a 90s movie. Actually, I didn't, but I Googled it, and, it's 87, so it's close enough. And this sounds kind of disjointed that I'm talking about dancing, but I think motorcycles are awesome, and they're free, and you should be free on them. And if you feel like dancing, dance. And I used to do that a lot, and I think it started off as just me pushing out the nerves so, I could cobble together some semblance of confidence. And it was a good thing. It was cool. It was fun. I liked it. Just like how when I would go through turns, I would talk out loud and tell myself the steps to do because I was new and I didn't want to hurt myself.
I don't know if it's just you get used to some things and you do the same thing over and over and you're like, oh, okay, I've done this before. I know the pattern, and you're aging, so the pattern gets more and more locked in because you have more data points. And I'm almost 30. Oh. And I don't know. I think you could get closed off. You could just not see. This motorcycle cop is here again, just having the time of her. Oh, it's two of them. One's a lady cop, one's a man cop. There you go. Lady cop, man cop. They should make that movie. Where was I? Oh yeah. So you go through like the same days and everything blurs the same. Your expectations are the same, and it's something when it comes to motorcycling that I've been conscious of, where I'm like, you can't think that the same thing's going to happen over and over again, because that's when issues arise. When there's something in the turn that there is never anything in the turn, and there is that time, and you have a failure because of that. All that to say that going on like rides with my girlfriend where we go out to some cool spot because I want to show her like a small area that I like, or she wants to go to a small town for a burger, has been so good. And I'm excited for those trips. And I think I'm going to be chasing that. And until I can get a different bike, which I'm pretty sure is why people just get bike after bike after bike, is because it forces a new style of riding. So you're having to adapt.
Listen, I'm not saying that's the only reason people are buying new bikes, because they're trying to learn new things. I'm not that foolish. But it might be a good perk.
And I don't really have the money for a bike, like a new bike right now, but I think riding this with intention is going to help a lot. So I don't really know where I'm going with this. I think we get, you know what it is? I'm on this bike, and I know this is a dad bike, but to me this is cool, and I feel cool. And I have speed and power, and I can get where I need to go easily. No one can kind of stop me from doing that. Bike's great. But then I think of myself as like high and mighty, and I'm just the same idiot on a bike, and that's so cool. And it's so nice to be able to hop on these bikes and to shoot around and to do all the silly stuff. And I used to do like weird little objectives. It was like in a video game where you get like a side quest. I would do that. Like there was one where my dad wanted me to get milk, and so I picked up milk and I put it in my jacket. And like now I have a top case. So if I got milk, it would go in the top case, which is like, of course, why would I not? Or if I had the side cases on, which I do sometimes, but then the bike looks phallic. But just these random side quests or trying things. And I feel like when it's like a bike that's more put together, not like my ratty 250 that's held together by hopes, dreams, and a little bit of duct tape. Duct tape? That's a weird word. It's like, I always thought it was duck, but it's duct. Duct tape. This is like more put together for me. I know there's nice little bikes out there. I'm sure people are like, This to me is a nice bike. It's put together, everything works. I didn't have to repair it myself. Oh, well, that sounded pretty. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm sorry. But I think that doing these little side quests kept the motorcycle new and fresh because I was using it in weird ways. And I think whether I'm dancing or doing fun errands or like, shout out to my girlfriend. She like invites me to do cool things and is like, hey, we should do this with the bike. And she's very supportive of it. And I think that's been a huge sparking in me enjoying it again in a big way. It's nice to go places and be like, oh, we're doing something kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's a little insane. Like it's normal because it's like a lot of people do it, but it is kind of insane.
Okay. We get it. You have a girlfriend, you love her. But like, what I'm trying to get at is that seeing things through her eyes has been awesome. Someone who's experiencing the new things of motorcycling, and I'm there to kind of shepherd that. Not even shepherd that, because she's kind of shepherding me. She's telling me, hey, let's do this, let's do that. There's all these new little things that her being supportive of is super helpful. And I think other people get this probably in having a riding group or other people to go with, and I just really haven't found that. It's obscene to me that I haven't. It's weird to actually. There's one dude, I got his phone number. He rides an MT10. We're probably gonna go on a ride. That sounds like a date. That's not how I mean it. It's gonna be fun. Don't worry about it. This is getting weird. just seeing motorcycling through someone who's kind of newer to it, I think is cool, because you're realizing that it's cool. And my dog just yawned next to me. Okay, let's wrap this up.
Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying. I hope if you're out there that you're having fun on your motorcycle and that you're not falling into whatever weird trap I did where I'm just caring too much, or not really caring too much, but not, following the fun, following the whimsy, be a little stupid, like be safe. Don't be dumb. Be a little dumb, but be mostly safe, I gotta go back to work. All right, bye.